Our next author, Sir Pudding. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. 110 SCPs ago to be exact. Which number is it that the last one was? 2523. 2523 from Sir Pudding. It was the shop that has goblins. Goblins in a shop, and they only trade stuff. They don't give you... money doesn't work. You actually have to trade things with them. I love that one because it's such a D&D concept of a SCP. It's like, hey, you got anything good? I'll give you one of these if you give me one of those of yours. But no money. No money. That's not what we want here. So that's the last one from Sir Pudding. Now we have Standard Containment Planet. SCP, Standard Containment Planet. Ooh, gay. Here we go. Of the class Keter. Of course, it's a planet. If it was a planet that was safe, I'd be like, okay, I mean, to be fair, there's a couple SCPs that take place in space that are massive that are considered safe, so it is possible. Special containment procedures. The 4-A instances are monitored by the Foundation cruciform snare satellites preceding them in orbit by 500 meters. Additionally, the JPL Sentry program has been co-opted to report any relativistic objects in the solar system to the Foundation. In the event that any of cruciform snare observes any change in activity by -A signal matching within 70% of the presumed planet cracker signal is detected. A relativistic object is detected by Sentry. O5 command is to be... I watched Thunderbolts last week, so now when I mention Sentry, I'm like the character Sentry? Of course not. O5 command is to be notified immediately. Cruciform snare will arm automatically a mobile task for Sigma 31. Damocles shield is to be placed on alert. At the discretion of O5 command, a 99 Tripurantaka order may be initiated at any time thereafter until O5 command issues an all clear order. For 99 Tripurantaka /3 personnel only. Okay, well, that's us, boys. That's us. That's upon receipt of an unauthenticated 99. What am I saying? Upon receipt of an authenticated 99 Tripurantaka order, the following must be carried out. 1. Cruciform snare control will transmit the kill order to each of the satellites. 2. Cruciform snare 1 through 4 will collide with the respective -A instance and detonate the onboard nuclear warheads. 3. MTF... Ah, my god. Again, I think that's 31. Air assets will be the scramp... Let me quickly see which one this is. Sigma. Oh, okay. The low-K Sigma. Good to know. MTF Sigma 31, our air assets will be scrambled to intercept any objects developed into the atmosphere and destroy them prior to landing with their AIM-26C tactical nuclear missiles. 4. MTF Sigma 31 ground teams are to deploy to any suspected landing sites and employ their MK-54 Sutton man-portable tactical nuclear warheads if deemed necessary by team commanders. 5. A Foundation-wide alert is to be issued warning of an immediate probable XK and or NK end of the world scenario. This alert is to be passed to all partner organizations and to the Global Occult Coalition through normal emergency channels, as well as to the Chaos Insurgency through backdoor emergency channels. And lastly, 6. All site directors and containment teams for the Keter class anomalies included in 99 Tripurantaka are to unseal and carry out their orders. Is it just me that thinks that satellites SCPs are kind of cool? They're complex. I haven't really... There was like one... No, that's an asteroid suit, never mind. They're definitely very complex. I think the one satellite SCP that I think that was kind of interesting was definitely the one that was like attacking Jupiter. It was just like... just shooting at it. But a lot of them are very complex, and I think... It's one of the harder ones to get into unless you really are like a fan or a nerd about NASA and how that technology works. But there can be good ones, don't get me wrong. Cover identities for the 4 cruciform snare satellites have been established and are maintained by Mobile Task Force Kappa 5 Red Herrings. The Supernova Early Warning System, SNAILS, has been co-opted to report any neutrino activity resembling Incident 2631-1987A. Or 1987A. After an alert of the system, sociological observers with Mobile Task Force Psi-10 Master of Motivators are to be on watch for any subsequent increase in unexplained cognitive phenomena. Wait, could that shooting attributed be SCP-2399? Let me double check. Because there's also... Wait. Oh, you think if it's like... if the... I mean, I thought about it. Yeah, because that's the weird... machine that's being formed in Jupiter's storm, right? Yeah. I thought about it when I read 2399. I was like, wait, there is a satellite that's shooting at Jupiter, but I don't think it has been mentioned. I think it was just literally just like some weird alien tech that decided to just bombard Jupiter for no reason. I don't think it's connected to 399, but we as an audience can definitely say there's a high chance that they will hit it. There's definitely a high chance that they would eventually shoot directly at it. That wasn't that 1369? Let's double check. 1396. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. But that's the thing, right? Like, it has explained that like they have been bombarding Jupiter for quite some time. Potentially longer than 2399 existed. Description: SCP-2631 is a collective designation for phenomena related to the 4 bodies -A1 through -A4 surrounding the Earth at 90 degrees points in geostationary orbit. So like each 90 degree, there's one of those bodies. And I assume the bodies mean like planetary bodies, not human bodies. There actually are artificial artificial satellites of extraterrestrial origin. They are each featureless black spheres 4 meters in diameter. Each is surrounded by a field of unknown origin that bends light around the sphere and renders them invisible to electromagnetic sensors beyond 2 kilometers. Following incident 2631-2008A, it is known that the satellites are able to open and deploy payloads from the interior into the Earth's atmosphere. They are capable of sending and receiving tight beam microwave communications to and from unknown entities in the Kuiper belt, with a wavelength of 1.5 to 2.5 millimeter and frequency of 139.6 to 150.2 gigahertz. During incident 2631-1987A, the array acted as a neutrino source for unknown reasons, and simultaneously apparently induced medium-term human neurocognitive anomalies worldwide. It is also surmised that they possess extensive sensors monitoring the Earth and possibly throughout the solar system. SCP-2631 was first detected when a signal was intercepted by chance by the Big Ear radio telescope in 1977. Subsequent covert investigation by the Foundation eventually located the array in 1986 and was physically inspected by Foundation astronauts in 1993. It is unknown how long the array had been in place prior to discovery. Good thing I watched your YouTube videos. I remember that essay. Dude, appreciate you. Do you watch it like recently, or was it like something that like... Because that came out last year. And then it seems that some SCP just likes to attack Jupiter for some reason. Yeah, I mean, Jupiter's the biggest planet we have, and like maybe that SCP is like, that's the biggest one. The biggest target, the biggest problem. It's just some SCP alien on that satellite. Just going, more! I'm giving it all she's got, Captain! More! Addenda. Incident 1987A. On February 23rd, 1987, the Kamiokande 2 and Baksan neutrino detectors registered the neutrino flux associated with supernova 1987A. 3 hours prior, the Mont Blanc liquid scintillator, as well as the Foundation's neutrino detector at Area 179, detected a flux that was not related to SN 1987A. It was determined that the flux originated with -A and was presumably timed to use the cover of the supernova. Immediately following this spike, incident of SCP-2001 were elevated 164% over normal and didn't return to mean for over a year. Wait, 2001. Oh, that's the one where like the rocket. Yeah. The one where like, you know, somebody sabotaged the rocket because they got a message from space, be like, hey, it's not safe. Don't come up here. And they're like, oh shit! Blow up the rocket. Mom, another machine on the planet again. Yeah, Jupiter's just like, what? The fuck did I do? And then we have incident 2008A. Ooh, that's a lot. On October, on October 25th, 2008, SCP, pardon me, partially reached containment. See the SCP case file. Within 1 minute, each -A was observed to open and deploy 116 objects into the Earth's atmosphere. These objects were radar reflective and approximately 10 centimeters across when deployed, but expanded to 5-meter parachutes in the atmosphere. Each instance made a soft landing on the Earth's surface and then apparently self-destructed after SCP was successfully contained. The remains of these objects consist of ash composed of 90% carbon, 6% silicon, 2% gallium, 2% nitrogen, as well as a trace amounts of lithium, gold, iodine, iridium, and tellurium. Assuming constant density, these ash fields, average mass 2 kilograms, contains twice as much material as the initial landers. Under electron microscopic analysis, the ash contains complex fragments of nano and picometer scale structures, as well as large amounts of nanoparticulate graphene dust. Okay, interesting. So an SCP is breached out, and these guys sent down something in parachutes, but the moment it got contained, it exploded. Now my question is, what were those parachutes meant for the SCP, or were those parachutes meant for the Foundation? A computer-modeled reconstruction of this material has determined that it is very likely P greater than 2.26 to be the remains of partially self-destructed Drexler universal assemblers. And here we have some footnotes. The probability of these structures having naturally occurred is P smaller than 0.0015. And then universal assemblers, multi-purpose, molecular scale, but dry nanomachines. Nanomachines, son! All collected material is currently stored in the level 5 self-replicated containment at Area 105, where it remains completely inert. There's a big question about the parachute. Yeah, because it almost reads like as in like a care package. But then again, is a care package for the Foundation? Or for the SCP? P is probably probability. Ah, I see. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. That might. Yeah, the probability greater than, and then probability smaller than. Gotcha. That makes sense. Also, within a minute of the containment breach, a tight beam signal directed from -A1 towards the outer solar system was detected. Outer, so not towards Earth, but the opposite direction. 9 hours, 12 minutes later, an object was observed in the direction of the signal at approximately 35 AU from the sun with the strong blue shift and estimated peak velocity of 0.2 C. After SCP was successfully recontained, -A1 sent a second signal. 5 hours, 16 minutes later, the relativistic object changed course at approximately 18 AU from the sun. 14 hours later, the object disappeared after crossing Earth's orbit. Again, was this okay? Now it almost sounds like they were trying to get the SCP away. It almost sounds like a mothership that was coming to pick it up. It does not sound like it's there to be like, it's like, hey Foundation, I heard the SCP breached out. Let me lend you a hand. Oh, that's very nice of you. Thanks. Who are you guys? Don't worry about that now. Don't worry about that. No, I gotta worry about that. That's literally our entire job. No, you don't have to. We really don't have to. I do. Motherfucker, I really do. This object presumed vector would have resulted in a collision with the Earth approximately 12.5 hours after the second signal if it had continued to accelerate. Based on its probable mass and velocity, the energy released by this collision would have significantly exceeded the gravitational binding energy of the Earth, resulting in an XK end of the world scenario. Okay, so it was literally about like Earth ship. You know what I mean? 30 minutes after the second signal was detected, a third, more complex signal, significantly broader band than the previous signals, 139.6 times 170.8 GHz was intercepted. The signal lasted for 540 seconds. A portion of it has successfully been decrypted with 16-qubit quantum decryption and translated via information gained from study of the expunged. Fortunate report. Perceived conditions for comprehensive immediate correction action. Subject designation 6376. Condition type untranslatable. Resulting from type untranslatable. Designation 6336 to 4315. Restructure action active. Destruct fail safe active. Perceived corrective action by music maker ongoing. Music maker action successful. Subject 6376 neutral. Corrective actions deactivated. This one indicates fortunate feelings. Destruction of subject 6376 regrettable. Transformation / destruction of music maker regrettable. Experiment results promising. Okay, interesting. That answers less, but it definitely sounded like they wanted to like music maker action successful subject neutral. Destruction of subject 6000. For some reason today my internet works like shit and the stream is coming out constantly for me, so I'm going to have to leave. No! Anything but this. Casabon. Casabon, don't leave me. Don't you do it. Don't do this to me. like the person in Matrix. Not like this. Not like this. But it's a shame. Sadly, I cannot promise that I will be able to stream next weekend because, again, family is over. If I do, I will of course tell you in Discord. I will tell you in Discord if the stream is happening or not. I doubt it, but if it does happen, you guys will know.